Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe and hit the like button. It's a small action, but trust me, once you hear this story, you'll want to keep the lights on tonight. It was late, around 4 a.m., and I was the only one awake. My mom and grandparents were fast asleep. Outside, the storm had been raging for hours. Rain hammered against the windows, and the wind howled as if it had a mind of its own. I usually enjoyed storms, but tonight, the atmosphere felt heavy, as though the very air pressed upon me. Then, without warning, the power went out. The hum of appliances vanished, leaving the house in near silence, except for the relentless storm outside. I tried to shake off the unease and spent a few moments scrolling through Reddit until sleep finally overtook me. I awoke with a parched throat and an inexplicable discomfort. Sighing, I grabbed my phone, activated the flashlight, and made my way to the kitchen. As I stepped into the living room, a frigid gust struck me, as if I had entered a colder world. I quickly pulled on a sweater and proceeded to the kitchen, where I noticed something alarming. The sliding patio door was wide open. My pulse quickened. Had it been left unlocked? Or had someone opened it? I shut and locked it immediately, then hurried back to my room, propping a chair against the door as a precaution. I climbed into bed, leaving the flashlight on to cast faint shadows along the walls. That's when I heard it. A soft, slow thump from beneath my bed, followed by the gentle creak of shifting springs. With trembling hands, I leaned over the edge. In the dim light, two bloodshot eyes met mine, and a grim smile spread across a woman's pale face. Then she laughed, a sound blending sorrow with quiet menace. I bolted from the bed and raced down the hall, calling for my grandfather. He appeared, holding a gun, and we rushed back. But when we reached my room, the figure had vanished. Yet through the rain-streaked window, I caught a glimpse of her retreating into the storm. If you ever check your space tonight, be cautious. Subscribe for more true tales, and always secure your home. If you think you're safe inside your own home, think again. This story will make you double-check every lock before you sleep. And hey, if you enjoy these kinds of stories, make sure to subscribe and hit like. It really helps keep the lights on. Literally. I was 13 when my parents first trusted me to stay home alone overnight. The rain poured relentlessly, thunder rumbling in the distance. I love storms. They made staying in feel cozier. I set up my Xbox in the den, enjoying the rare chance to play on my dad's big TV. Then the doorbell rang. It was past 9 p.m. My parents wouldn't ring. They had keys. A voice called, "I need to use your phone." I froze. Something felt wrong. Instead of answering, I went back to my game, hoping whoever it was would leave. Minutes passed. Then, from the corner of my eye, I saw it. The backyard door was closing. A tall man had just stepped inside. My stomach dropped. I ran, slamming the office door and locking it just in time. The knob rattled violently. "Kid," the man sneered, "just open the door." Then, bang! He pounded on it, voice turning into an angry snarl. I had no choice. I sprinted to the garage, ducked under the opening door, and ran through the storm to my neighbor's house. Ethan answered, pulling me inside as I gasped for breath. He called the police immediately. When they arrived, they found him, Daniel Carter, inside my house. He told them I was his son. I had never seen him before in my life. My parents pressed charges. But to this day, I can't shake the feeling that one day he'll be back. If this story sent chills down your spine, don't forget to like and subscribe. And maybe, just maybe, double check your locks tonight. They say storms bring out things hidden in the dark, things that watch, things that wait. I used to think that was just a story, until the night I learned the truth. It started as a simple nighttime walk, something I did often to clear my mind. The sky was restless, thick clouds rolling in, flashes of lightning splitting the darkness. I should have turned back, but I didn't. The forest trail was damp from earlier rain, and the air smelled of earth and electricity. I had my earbuds in, lost in the moment when I felt it. Eyes on me. I stopped, pulled out an earbud. Listened, nothing. Just the distant rumble of thunder and the wind rustling the trees. I shook it off and kept walking. Then, crunch, a footstep, close. I turned sharply. My flashlight cut through the dark, but the path behind me was empty. My pulse quickened. Maybe an animal, maybe my imagination. Then again, crunch, crunch, crunch. Slow, deliberate, matching my pace. Lightning flashed, illuminating the woods for a brief second. And that's when I saw it. A figure, tall, still, watching me from behind a tree. Its face hidden in shadow. But I saw the eyes, wide, unblinking. The storm broke above me, rain hammering down as I took a step back. The figure took a step forward. I ran. The wind howled, the rain blurred my vision, but I didn't stop until I was out of the forest, my heart pounding in my ears. I turned back. The trail was empty, but I knew what I saw. I locked my doors that night, listening to the storm rage outside. And in the distance, barely audible over the thunder, I swore I heard it. A whisper. I see you. That was the last time I walked alone at night. If you ever feel like something is watching you, maybe it is. If this story made you feel uneasy, hit that like button, share with a friend, and subscribe for more terrifying tales. And remember, some things in the dark aren't just shadows.